Hello and welcome back to the Knit Pretty podcast. Just me, Layton, because this is going to be a quarantine version of the Knit Pretty podcast. Tandy and I just social distancing, you know? So I originally had started this podcast back in 2016, add 10 years, as a way to reach out when I was kind of between grad school and my career, which that's been a saga, but I'm happy where I am. And so you can find me on Instagram as Zella318 or 318, and on Ravelry as Zella318, and you can find the group for this podcast is Knit Pretty Podcast. I just kind of wanted to get back into doing this. I had been watching podcasts a lot again, and I just wanted the community because it's been hard. I think no one's not been affected by COVID. So little update on a lot of things. I've never really said where I worked, but I do work for the Department of Health and Senior Services here in Missouri, and I am coming to you from Central Missouri. To say my life, so at the beginning of the year I started a new position where I am a supervisor now, and it is in a different bureau, different division than I had been in for the past 2 years. It's also the bureau responsible for the data for all reportable diseases. 3 months and the biggest reportable disease of our time becomes part of my purview. So that has meant long days, never-ending weeks, and constant headaches. So knitting is kind of where I've turned to. Knitting and reading has kind of been where I've turned to for a lot of de-stressing and emotional detox from my crazy world. So that's just kind of an update on my life. I work from home almost constantly now. My birthday was the official start date of stay at home, and as you know, furry co-host lives with me, and he has turned into furry co-worker as well. So he's sleeping elsewhere. I'm not disturbing him. We'll see Izzy later on. So in all of this, I have been working on a couple of projects, most recently finished projects, as I watch things fall off my setup. So is this the front side? No, this is the front side. So back in the very beginning of this podcast, I was working on Building Blocks by Stephen West. It got finished last month. 4 years later it got finished, because it is a very witchy, Halloween-y building blocks. No, I have not woven in the ends on this yet. I just haven't. So I can run through what I remember. This one is a Corriedale. Oh. It's a Corriedale one that I don't remember. This one is Electric Rainbow by Madeline Tosh, and that's Tosh Merino Lights. This one is Dr. Zhivago Sky. Again, I'm Tosh Merino Light. And this is Roses by, it's a silk single art walk by Zen Yarn Garden. I can remember that. So basically, I'm not sure where I had stopped. But when I picked it up again, I was like, here, in this last section. But did I mention and Dr. Zhivago Sky had started making my hands look like I had been reading a newspaper. I had newsprint type of hands on it. So I had to finish this because I couldn't find another pair of size 4s. And you'll understand why I needed a pair of size 4s in a minute. So that one's finally done. It looks very, feels very witchy. So what started all of this was me looking back at things and wanting to do the next Stephen West. But so Tandy had mentioned wanting to do The Starflake by Stephen West. And this had been on my list for a while. I loved the way it looked. Absolutely loved it. Yeah, this is the front. So it is, it's me reaching out of frame. We're back at this, guys. So we decided to do a pseudo knit along together where the two of us knit the same pattern and Layton finishes it in 2 weeks. Because that's what happens when you have a stressed out person and all she is working on is this one pattern. So here it is. Okay, that's not true to color. This is never, it's, so the, everything is more muted. Then, okay, here's, yeah, there it is. That's the colors. So this one is Chromatic Yarns in her Sturdy Sock, which is a BFL nylon, 75-25 BFL nylon, and it is 465 yards a skein in her Don't Be a Sad Bear, which is a Critical Role reference to Dudley Trinket when he has to enter a pie eating contest. And then that one, this one is Malabrigo Allegria in the Sari colorway, S-A-R-I, Sari colorway. So this was a lot of fun. The ends, I've started knitting in my ends. So it's massive, massive. The Schlinket, massive, massive Schlinket. Like it's massive, guys, and I'm not mad about it. It's beautiful. So, as always, okay. Those were finished off in September. We are in mid-October, but the next one Next one was finished a while ago, but they're really cool. And they will eventually go to Mom, so I have to show you them while I can. So certain parts of my job would require me to basically kind of stare at the computer for 2 to 4 hours at a time. And if something came in, I had to do something, but there was a lot of sit and wait and answer questions. So while sitting and waiting, I would knit socks. And so I had seen these on an Instagram feed for 6 and 7 fibers. And I loved them. I thought they were perfect. They were so cool. And then I found out she had kits. And so I bought the one in the picture, which is weird for me because I thought they were so pretty for my mom. And so they are the Sprocket socks. By Megan Naudiker. And so they are there. So whips. I'm gonna show you the biggest one first. It's my northeasterly blanket. I don't even know where to start. So this is done with all my Advent middies, and it is a constant work in progress. And currently it has a corner of craft. Her mystery stitch marker club for last month is on there. And that's a mix of O-Loops yarn, O-Loops, and other stuff from swaps from my Advent minis. Now I have 4 other major works in progress. Spoiler alert. Oh, yeah, spoiler alert. This is clue 1. This does not have the bonus clue. I was working on the notes for today and I suddenly find, oh, here's the bonus clue for clue 1. I had not planned on working on this today. I'm working on this now. So, this is Slip Stravaganza. So the main color, so these are so main color is Parcel Tongue by O-Loops. The bright yellow is So Fetch by Hue Loco, and then this other one, the gray one, is one of the house colorways by O-Loops for Prefect Kit for Southern House that I do not remember the name of right now. That is the one ball band I don't have. Okay. Oh, no, there it is. It is Cunning Folk. So. Project number 1. Stress project. You're gonna find out, is a socks for my mom for Christmas. And they are out, so it's a main and a mini. Where's the mini? And it is the Dream in Color Socket Club for September because my local shop carries it, and I thought this was so pretty. And I didn't get August's, which makes me kind of, but this is just a plain vanilla sock, as you saw, so. We'll go on to Catherine's sweater. So, Niesling gets a sweater every year for Christmas. And I asked Mom, I asked Kristen, my best friend, what her favorite color is, and she said purple. I can't do anything just purple. So instead, and Kristen has asked for cardigans because they last longer. And I've made her a bee vertebrae, and now I'm making her a kitty vertebrae. So, and this is Knitted Wit in Victory in Monet's Garden on Victory sock. So I'm going to get, I don't have enough yarn, so I'm going to get some for the shawl collar, the cuffs, and this the hem. Okay. Batteries. So that's why I was running through things fairly quickly before, but I will go back. I think I was on Catherine's sweater. So I'm just gonna show it again really quickly. And then my last whip is my elf mail sweater. So this is the elf mail sweater. So it's a cropped sweater. I have finished one sleeve. I am working on the other. It is out of two different yarns. I know one is Yarn Cafe Creation. The pink is Yarn Cafe Creations in the Fluttershy colorway. And this is a merino alpaca blend that I don't have the tag for right now. And it is the elf mail sweater by, you can see those, Danny Mika. So that is, I will hopefully have that done next time I talk to you guys. I started that in January or February, and it's been really nice. I did it once and then it was too short. I then had to go down farther, about 2 inches or so, and then I was happy with it. And then the arms, because I don't have enough yarn, I do the arms like hit here. And I love this pattern, so I really want to do it again. But there are changes I need to make, because at least the way I'm seeing it right now, it's raglan and it's really baggy here. And it doesn't look as flattering as it could. Because I think that I need to immediately start going into the decreases for the arm, rather than knit some and then do decreases. Because this is my favorite fitting sweater, and It's a different construction, but it fits well and it immediately goes into that. So I know it's a cardigan, but I can also just pop it on. You see how like it immediately goes down and it fits. It's not really baggy, it fits well. So yeah. So I'm gonna take it off because it's warm in here. It's too warm for a worsted weight sweater. So, recent acquisitions. One is this sock blank. It's a double sock blank. It has Rocky Horror Picture Show on it. And this is, I bought this off of Etsy. I know the person. Yes, I'm pulling up Etsy on my phone right now, I'm sorry. And it is from Studio Esoterica. So I will probably make socks. I don't. But I'm also contemplating making a hat out of it. So. But it is a double, so it's perfect for socks. But my thought was to wind them off, then have one go from one side and one go from the other, so it would be a mix. Hold together. Next purchase. So I do a lot of club colorways now. The first one is I do the monthly Knitical Roll Club from Chromatic Yarns. And last month's was Yes, I'm Very Sweet, which is the Curie colorway with Izzy hair. Because and look at the green and blue. Then there's that gorgeous little bit of lime. Oh, come on. Cameras. Then I am also doing the Yarn Over Trucks collaboration with Forbidden Fiber Co. for their Strong Heroines Club, I think is what it's called. And last month's was, so it's every other month. It's 12 months, but it's only 6 skeins of yarn. And last month, the one I got was Willow. So, and this is on her Gluttony sock, which is 80/20 merino nylon, which I normally like that blend. This has a weird twist on it. I don't know if you're gonna Yeah, you can see it. It's not, that's not my favorite twist. That's not my favorite twist, but I'm sure it'll hold up for a pair of socks, and that's probably what it's gonna turn into being, so. That's what I think all that club is gonna turn into being, is going to be sock yarn socks, because I'm not happy with the way the yarn is, so. Oh no, the other version was glitter. It was a glitter base, and I don't like sparkles. Glitter is one thing, sparkles are another. So, the last new acquisition is from my local yarn shop, and it is 2 skeins that I had her wind up of Dream in Color Smooshy. So this is the 80/20 in the Regency colorway. Skein 1. Skein 2. So this light is in the middle of this, and then the dark is in the middle of that one. And I had been thinking, if I didn't like my color choices for the Slipstravaganza, that I would go with that and 3 other colors. And I still might do that. The one I'm working on is much more subdued than what I normally would do. It's not as bright and vibrant. So I think the next thing is just going to be what I'm reading and what I'm watching. So I'm watching a lot of stuff. I tend to watch kind of anything that's on, or anything that strikes my fancy on YouTube. A lot of podcasts, Needle at the Ready, Bearded Pearl, Sweet Sea No Shade. Mina just put one up, so I'm probably going to be watching that this afternoon while I tackle the bonus clue, because of course there's a bonus clue. I wanted to finish the raglan increases on Catherine's sweater. I may do that instead, because the bonus clue will be there, but I kind of wanted to keep up. But I also, so because of Needles at the Ready, they are doing the read along for a Discovery of Witches, and I haven't been active in the group, really should be, but I'm on my computer enough as it is. Let's be very honest. The dings from my work computer have a weird Pavlovian response for me, so but I am reading A Discovery of Witches, so by Deborah Harkness. And it's been nice because I've carved out time in my day to do the reading, to read. Today is 4 chapters. We'll see if this gets done. Yesterday was just 1, so I was like, I really want to keep reading. So I picked up, I've picked this up and put it down several times, but I'm also now trying to actually get through Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. So those are my 2 books right now. My battery is dying again because I just wanted to finish this off. I will make sure it's all powered up for next time. I hope to see you in a week or 2. So, bye.